Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the last segment. And I'm in the studio with a former basketball great, a champion from City Oil Basketball Club, Mike Mukula Jr. I mean, Mikey, you've been telling me about Haji
Yeah.
as a person. How would you describe Haji?
Haji, Haji is a very good leader. He's a very good leader, very understanding person. He has a very good heart
Yeah.
and very, very, very competitive. He's probably more competitive than me.
And yet he's the manager.
Yeah, he's so competitive. Whoa, Haji. He trusts me. If those guys who think City Oil is going to lose its fire, man, you have a surprise coming.
Yeah.
Haji probably wants to win 20 in a row, not even more probably.
And that's unbreakable. No one will break that record.
Yeah, Haji is a really good guy. He's a really good guy. I respect him a lot.
Yeah.
The team is largely where it is because he believes in people. He doesn't tend to work alone.
Yeah.
So he understands and I think it comes from him and his brothers, the Mandela,
family.
the Mandela family. So they tend to work with people. So if they feel you can contribute to the overall picture, they give you the platform, they support you, they facilitate you, they help you. And I think that kind of formula and that thinking is what has pushed the team to become what it is.
Yeah.
And they really encourage you. They sit with you. If you have your issues, they'll be there. I remember there's a time I had my liver issue. I had a liver problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a liver problem and I was probably on my way out. And Haji came to see me.
Like in the
came to see me.
hospital?
He came to see me, yeah. He came to see me. So that's the type of person he is. So you find that the lot that's at City Oil is very dedicated to him and to the team.
So it's basically a family.
It's a family. It's a family. And it's very hard to beat such a mindset.
Yeah.
Very hard. You have to really do something exceptional to beat someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just like you said, his strategy. I've seen City Oil rarely replaces like the whole team. They keep
Yeah.
building from what they have.
Yeah.
If they are to add just a few additions, and they keep the core.
Yeah. They keep the core. They look at you as a person. So City Oil will also get you involved in their companies. So you get a job,
Yeah,
you
like
work.
Jeff, is it Mugabe?
Jeff,
Omondi?
yeah, I mean, they have so many people who have worked. I know, like my brother used to also play for the team.
Yeah.
He also does some things for City Oil. So it's not like
As
they
a
just
company.
as a company. So it's not like they leave you there or you're just a player, come play, go. No, they look after you. They look after you. They look after your well-being. Yeah, it's a good group of people. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, tell us about your first championship with City Oil. I'll begin. You won with in Division 1, you guys won, right?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about that Division 1 championship. I think it was the first City Oil had ever won.
Yeah, it was the first championship with ever won in City Oil.
With against Bushcoat again.
Yeah, was it Bushcoat?
Yeah,
yeah, it was
Bushcoat
Bushcoat. Yeah, yeah, man, MacGyver.
Yeah.
It was always traumatizing us.
So how was that championship? And how was the season that year?
The season wasn't too bad. We got some new people on the team. The team got better. Unfortunately, some guys had to step aside, the guys who started with us in the team.
Yeah.
But they stayed around. They stayed in the team. They used to still practice with us. That's when we got the great Ox that became the captain of the national team.
Yeah.
So that's when Ox joined the team. And until today, I'm still shocked what Ox used to jog from Chitintale. I think it was Chitintale or Mbuya or something.
Yeah, Chitintale.
Chitintale.
Yeah.
He used to jog from Chitintale and come all the way to Bushcoat.
That is in Kololo.
In Kololo. And play against us, beat us. And then we would tell him, okay, at least let us drive you.
He also wanted to jog back after
He wanted to jog back. Yeah. No, that was amazing.
Yeah,
so we had
talent.
he was special. So we had such people on the team. So by the time we got into the finals, I remember we had a gentleman called Chris, who used to jump out the gym.
Yeah, Oma Chris.
Yeah. Yes, Oma Chris. Used to jump out the gym, and some of the starters who eventually came into the NBL were also still within the team.
Yeah.
So it was a strong team with good chemistry. MacGyver couldn't stand a chance this time.
You said it was a different ball game and everything.
SM already. Yeah.
So you guys played them in the finals and swept them or something?
Yeah, we played them in the finals. We didn't give it a chance because we knew Bushcoat. I mean, these guys didn't take anything for granted. I can't remember what the final
Because it was best of 3,
it was best of 3, but I remember we beat them convincingly.
2-0.
Yeah, it was a 2-0. And we couldn't give them any chance, any breathing space. Because in the lower division, we had actually given them a chance.
Yeah.
And then they disappointed us. So because we won, I remember the first game, then they won the next 2. So this time we realized that, that's a mistake we made.
Yeah.
By giving them that confidence. So we decided that, it has to be a sweep.
Yeah.
So I remember we treated that second game like it was
like the last.
like the last.
Like there's no game 3.
We're not leaving anything. Yeah.
Was it Mandy Jurin is still the coach? Like
Mandy was actually a player.
in Division
He
1?
was a player.
So he's a champion as a player.
He's also a player. Yeah, he's also a champion. And guess what? He was also a player in Kitante that time when I was in high school.
So you also beat him.
I don't know if he was with us that. No, I don't think he was with us.
He had finished.
Yeah, he had finished the year before.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So how was Mandy as a coach? That was, I think, in NBL. Did he play NBL with City Oil, or he had retired and become a coach?
No. I didn't play with City Oil in NBL. No, I didn't play with City Oil. Yeah.
But how is Mandy Jurini as a coach? I know you've interacted with him.
He's a very understanding coach, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
People take his calm demeanor as, maybe he's laissez-faire, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. The fabric and understanding of City Oil now is because of Mandy.
Yeah, of course.
So he's basically tweaked the team into a winning formula. And what very few people understand or remember is he had actually won with Warriors.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And UCU, the girls team.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no sooner had he won with the Warriors, then City Oil, we picked him up and brought him onto City Oil.
Yeah.
So he came with the winning formula. And that's what and then you put a combination of him and Haj and the rest of the squad.
Yeah.
It's a recipe for success.
City Oil has dominated for the last, I think, more than 15 years or 12 years, something like that. Do you think we're going to see City Oil dominating for some time to come, and why do you think so?
I think so because, like I said, there's such a thing as a winning formula.
Yeah.
There is such a thing as a winning formula. And I think over time, Haj has perfected it. And when I keep seeing the players that are coming in right now, they're much better.
Yeah.
The mindset is a bit different. And I think I'll probably give most of it, because the most common denominator there is Haji and Grace.
Yeah.
I think they have figured it out on what it takes to win in not only in Uganda but also in Africa. And Haji's criteria, he tends to focus on the bigger stakes, which is BAL.
Yeah.
So he builds the team towards BAL. So
Not
any
the
team that can play in BAL
Mm.
can beat a team in Uganda.
Yeah.
So, and he has understood that.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to the first vision he showed me and told me. I don't see Haji stopping. If someone is to come in, guys have to join their powers, join players, and come off strong, because City Oil is not going to let off. They're going to win. I want them to win. And the wins are going to keep coming.
Okay, let's talk about Uganda basketball in general.
Yeah.
You've been around the game for some time.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
You've seen the development, you've seen our challenges. What do you have to say about Uganda basketball? Personally, no disrespect, of course, to the current talent. I think the times we played, there was very stiff competition and there was tremendous talent. You talked about Norman Blake, you've talked about Stevie Nomoy.
Yeah.
We hardly see such players these days like that.
Legendary players.
Yeah, it's going to be long before we see another Stevie Nomoy and Norman Blake outside there. What do you have to say about Uganda basketball?
I think I saw it at the time when I was retiring. I saw that problem coming. We have, and it's typically in every sport. Even in rally, we have the same limitation. The same people who were dominating 10, 15 years ago are still dominating today.
Yeah.
But it's because the new generation has a microwave thinking. Like they want something now. They're not ready and willing to be patient to earn that point or that sport. And however much the sport has become better, it has become commercial.
Yeah.
And I think in it becoming commercial, people have been given opportunities before they are deserving of them.
Yeah, I agree.
And yet in the past, we had to earn that respect.
Getting a jersey was a challenge.
Getting even a call from a team.
Yeah.
Didn't matter how good you were. If someone didn't even like you, you wouldn't make the team.
Yeah.
So right now it's commercial. and it's losing its essence. And the same limitations, ironically, also happening in the NBA. So we need to get back to the basics. Like to make a good basketball player, you have to be fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
And if we're missing a lot of these principles, whether it is fundamental in terms of skill, but even fundamental in terms of mindset, the minute we miss that gap, it's done. And I remember one thing we used to do so well was we'd enhance our talent from when we were young. So Sprite was just as big as, if not bigger sometimes, than the National Basketball League. And it's almost like whoever was good in Sprite, at least the exceptional players, at least they would try to pull them into the top division. So I don't know what is happening now. I think maybe because of maybe there's so many divisions, the talent has been diluted.
Yeah.
Some people have stayed maybe in lower divisions. Some, it's not as impactful as then.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so there's so many limitations are there, but I guess the sport will have to evolve, and this is its form of evolving. Because I remember even us when we were playing Sprite, the sport had taken a dip before the Omonyis.
Yeah.
It had taken a dip. So when the Omonyis came, it started to rise again, and even corporate organizations got in, and it became what it is today.
Okay. So something I want to ask you about, like something sportsmen really face. I mean, I'll not give you examples. I mean, this is what we go through as sportsmen. You retire from the game, then you face challenges as a man. How easy was it for you to walk away from basketball and still stay motivated as a man? I mean, you told me Sylvan really helped you, helped groom you. Of course, your parents are number one.
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk about it in a sports perspective. How easy was it for you to stay relevant as a man? I mean, you're a sportsman. I mean, I know how much you love ball, and when you quit, how easy was it?
It was hard. It was so hard. I was so used to waking up in the morning, jogging, working out, having a challenge put in front of you. I was so used to having my body at a certain peak performance.
Yeah.
And I was so used to going on a basketball court to play pickup and feel you're lacking somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you have to improve yourself simply because you've realized your limitation.
Yeah.
I was missing the rivalries, because you're seated there, you don't know who to rival. You don't know, am I going to rival my wife? Am I going to rival
Sean?
Sean. There's so much you miss about the sport.
Yeah.
You miss the challenge, you miss the struggle, you miss the results, you miss your teammates. You miss the dreaming because, it's a year. You take a year doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
And no one understands it better than the people around you.
Yeah.
Because you guys are going through that. And it's very hard to explain to other people.
Yeah.
But there are so many things that happen that people don't see.
Yeah.
And when to let go of that is so much. And remember you've held on to this for quite some time. From the time you're young.
Yeah, from primary school.
From primary.
Yeah.
And you've gradually grown. So the hardest battle is the fight you have with yourself.
Yeah.
It's to see that physically I can't do this anymore. Your body is not healing. Maybe you're not getting the girls to scream for you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's motivation as a man.
The girls are not screaming for you anymore. So it's challenging. And that's why I told you I had to find a new challenge, which was rally.
Yeah.
Because I would recommend a lot of people to get into something, anyone, it doesn't matter whether you're involved in basketball, but find something that pushes you in life. It makes you a better human being, and it gives you something to look forward to in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it, and now I'm going to go back into like rally driving. You're still relevant as a sportsman, and I know you have a job that keeps you going. I mean, you have to take care of your family. How easy is it for you to like balance your rally driving and family plus your job?
So rally takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time out of you because you have to have so much understanding into what's going on in the team. You have to know your people, you have to know your car, you have to talk to the sponsors. There's a lot of time it takes out of you.
Yeah.
So there's a critical balance you have to strike. You have to appreciate that you are going to sacrifice. Unfortunately, the people around you also have to sacrifice. I think the biggest limitation, I believe, is finances, and I'm sure that's what people tend to look at.
Yeah.
Rally is very expensive. I just so happen to be lucky that I have sponsors who are very supportive, like KCB.
Yeah.
and some other sponsors that are coming on. I don't want to bust this bubble until that time comes.
Yeah.
So they've been able to make my journey much easier. But for finances, what I was doing before the KCBs, you have to separate your finances from what happens with the family and the business.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you dip into it. Rally is that tempting. So you have to dedicate a business or some kind of revenue stream. And you say, this revenue stream will take care of this.
Yeah.
And you have to work within your limits. Because there's always a better gadget. There's always an update. There's always something better you can do.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with my wife. And one thing she asked me is that, Mike, please, don't let the sport become a limitation to us or the family. I don't mind you doing your sport. I don't mind you chasing your passion or your dreams. But keep being Mike, keep growing the family, keep building, keep doing business. But love your sport, support it. We shall be there for you. And yeah, so far so good.
I mean, I failed to ask you about the rivalry between you and Rodney. Just your young brother. Were you the one who motivated him to begin playing basketball, something?
Yeah. Rodney, yes. I would say Rodney was motivated. Yeah. I think being a younger brother, you tend to follow what your older brothers do.
Yeah.
So me getting involved in basketball, yes, but also I think also my mom also pushed. Yes, we had some rivalry, but it was friendly. I don't think I probably had a bigger rivalry with Ivan than I did with Rodney.
And Rodney, yeah.
Yeah. With Rodney, it was Rodney was really good in Budo. I think he's a legend in Budo.
With the Sokis.
With the Sokis and the Henrys and them. Yeah. He's a legend. And Barry, they're legends in Budo. Yasa. So Rodney found it easier because he had to play against us. The funny thing about playing against us, I would add Navio. Danny Chigozi.
Yeah.
Navio, the famous rapper.
Yeah, I remember he was in Bushcoat or something.
Yeah, no, he wasn't in Bushcoat. Maybe in Bushcoat. But Navio was really good. He was really good. Like I'm talking about MVP kind of.
For real?
Yeah, like he would have chosen between basketball and music, but obviously music was the better choice.
Yeah.
But he was really that good. In South Africa, I know he was the MVP.
In the league there?
In the league there,
wow.
He was the MVP.
I had no idea. I should get him here to tell us about that.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, he needs to. So yeah, we had Rodney. Rodney, of course, was a younger brother then. So he used to play against us. And us guys had a code that, we would never let Rodney make a layup or win a game of 21. So we had to punish him. So I think in us, holding him to that standard, he became better.
Yeah.
He became really good. So in Budo, what shocked me is we used to punish him at home. But whenever we went for tournaments,
against Budo.
Everyone, not even against Budo. Yeah, even when we played against him, he was really good.
Yeah.
It shocked me. But whenever we went for tournaments, he was one of the players everyone worried about.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yet at home you used to school him.
Yeah, at home we were punishing. But we didn't realize he was actually, because of what we were doing to him,
he
was getting better.
him.
Yeah.
I mean, let me go into a quick fire right now. I want your top 5 basketball players of all time.
Yeah. So, I don't know. This is, I'll probably put Stephen Omonyi.
Local, you're going local first, huh?
I'm going local.
Okay.
I'll put Stephen Omonyi as number 1.
Okay.
To me, Stephen Omonyi is, I don't think there's a player who has been able to accomplish what he has been able to accomplish. Yeah. And if they're there, they won't do it in the style and manner he did. Yeah. Because he's someone I looked up to. Then the player close to Stephen Omonyi I would put is Enabu, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah. So Jimmy is exceptional. Then I would give to Norman Bleak. Then I would give to Eric Malinga. And then the funny thing is I would put number 5, Ken Balejusa. Because I felt him, I saw him, I saw what he was able to do.
Yeah.
He just didn't get enough time in the league, but given enough time in the league, he would have probably been the greatest basketball player Uganda ever saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Ivan.
Ivan is with me.
You're not ranking him anywhere.
No, Ivan's good. Ivan's good. I'll probably give Ivan number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then internationally?
Internationally, I'm going to get sacrificed for this. But Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. I'll give it to Jordan. Number 2 would, of course, be LeBron James. Number 3 will be Kobe Bryant. I
Okay.
never actually liked him until I got to LA. Then I saw what he is.
It was crazy.
No, he's next level. Then number 4, I would give it to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
And then number 5 is a bit tricky. Number 5 is tricky. I don't know who I can put in number 5. I don't know. There's several players I would put there. But yeah, that would be my top 4.
So I know your greatest in Uganda is Omon, and international is Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Then rally driving, greatest of all time.
Uganda?
Yeah, Uganda, and I hope you're going to say your dad.
No, I know you'd like me to say that.
Yeah.
The greatest driver in Uganda ever. I would say this because he's won on the international stage. I would give it to Jas Mangat.
Jas Mangat.
Yeah, I would say Jas Mangat is the number 1 driver.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT in Uganda right
then
now.
Internationally?
I know, I'd still go. I still have a few.
Okay.
Then the next after Jas Mangat, I would give it to Charlie Lubega.
Charlie?
Yes, Charlie Lubega.
Okay.
Yeah, he dominated the national rally scene. He has the most championships in Uganda.
Yeah.
And I think he's sitting at 4.
Wow, that's impressive.
So, yeah, so I want to be like him. And he's a mentor of mine.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Then internationally?
Internationally, I would give it to Sebastian Loeb.
Sebastian.
Yes, I'll give it to Sebastian Loeb. It doesn't go without question. Sebastian Loeb is
hands down
the greatest, followed by a close second, Sebastian Ogier.
Ogier.
Yeah.